Wicked, guys. So obviously if you jumped on this call, you're interested in what we're doing with the 2018 Money Mindset. I got Jacko here. We're going to be really facilitating this program and really rock and roll, trying to deliver you guys as much content. So we really just wanted to send you this video to give you a bit of an understanding about what exactly it is about, what to expect, and a bit about our story as well. So I'll kick off quickly. Or Jacko, do you want to start? I'll let you start. You share a bit about your story.
Yeah, all right. So I guess my story is in a brief Pacific. I was searching for something myself about 3.5 years ago. I was bankrupt at the time. I went through a transition of franchises and a few other things, buying cars, and I didn't have a money mindset. And I guess this is the biggest thing I'm so passionate about. This is my headspace was so low, but my expectations were so high. So I made some decisions based on a poor mindset, and it led me to being bankrupt. So I lived on coins and spent about 6 months in a really bad position before this was offered to me. It was offered to me by Reese, the other guy I'm partnering with in this call. And from there, I just saw it as an opportunity where there were people doing some incredible things, and I didn't understand what they were doing or how they were doing it. It was just a matter of I needed to do it because what they were doing wasn't being offered in a general society or the real world we lived in. So I was hooked. I jumped right in. Fast forward 18 months, I retired myself from a 9 to 5. June this year, that's going to be 2 years. So it's nearly 2 years since I haven't worked a day in my life at all. Now, the reason I'm so passionate about growing this and sharing the market is I got a message from someone the other day, and they basically said to me, why is this not educated? Why is this not taught in schools? Why do we not understand the 3 different income streams and how we can maximize them? So Reese and I were talking about that, and rather than just speaking to 1 or 2 people back and forward who ask it, it's time that we elaborate and expand it and actually give some value back to people to really understand what they've got in this current world we live in and how they can maximize everything, which Reese will go on and explain, what's coming up in our further weeks. So.
Love it. And 100%, that gives me goosebumps. And for me, guys, 100% I agree. Why wasn't this taught at school, right? My mindset, I was lucky enough coming through school. I sort of had a good mindset around money. I sort of knew what I was doing. I was investing in shares at a young age. From the age of 15, I bought my first property at 18, second at 19, third at 21. And I always had that bit of money mindset. But it wasn't until I was about 24, 3.5 years ago, that network marketing was presented to me as a business model. I was involved in franchising, small business, white collar, blue collar. I've been around in everything, right? And when network marketing was presented to me, I was like, wow, this is legit like a franchise. It didn't cost me $40,000, right? And anyone can get involved, and it's completely risk-free. So I was like, cool, let's do this. So I completely agree, Jacko, that why wasn't this taught in school? So a bit about the course. Why we want to do this course is exactly that. There may be some misconception around what we do, and some people may think that we Jacko drinking a shake here, that's all we do, and that's why we do it, right? But it's not, that is a part of our product, but 100% network marketing is a business model that we really want to educate people about, because there's a good chance if you're watching this, you probably don't really understand the magnitude of what this industry is and how it exactly works. Did you want to add anything onto that, Jacko, the why behind this course?
I guess my personal why is just it's to serve you guys. It's to whether you guys take it and use it or whether you don't. Our purpose is about it, because in 3 to 5 years from now, when the whole world revolves around this business industry, we've at least done our due diligence as good people to educate you on the matter. What you do with it is completely up to you, but we can live comfortably knowing that we've taught you, and that's all we're here to do.
Yeah, 100%. So, and I really just want to add that that's why we're doing this call. This is why we're doing this call, so we can give you guys some context, because we get a lot of people reach out to us all the time. They're like, yes, we want it, we want it, we want it. When push comes to shove, and we get them to fill out a form, we get them to actually commit to doing something, everyone's like, oh, wow, I've actually got to do work, and they fade away, right? So that's why we sort of just want to do this call to understand. You guys understand what we're doing, and we can really just see who's serious, because if you are serious and you are ready, you're going to get out 100% of the time, and your time's not going to be faded out with people that want it, but they're actually not ready to do it, right? So the how, what we're going to do is we're going to do this through a 4-week course, like a 4-week online thing, where we're going to jump in a Facebook group, we're going to do some lives, we're going to jump on a Zoom, we're going to give you guys as much content as we can, right? We're going to talk about, your intentions, what the intention, the mindset, and the environment. So really what mindset you have to be in, what intentions you want to put out there to get to a certain result. And then also the environment and how strong the environment is for you to play that, how strong the environment, how vital part the environment is to get you to where you want to be. We're also going to talk about, did you want to elaborate on any of that on week one, Jacko, the intention, mindset, and environment? Because I know you're in a pretty bad environment without going into it too much, but, just how...
Yeah, I guess it'll just be willing to make a few sacrifices. A few early sacrifices that may feel a little awkward to do at the start are going to pay a massive dividends, long term for you as well. So just be open to understand things might not sit with you at the start because it is week one. We are making a transition, but by week 3 or 4, it'll all start making sense.
Yeah, wicked. And then week 2, right, we're going to sort of talk about limiting beliefs, perspective shift, vision casting, and also possibly if we need to extend to week 5 and we don't deliver this content, you guys don't understand it, that's cool. We can push it an extra week. We just want to make sure you guys understand this industry and understand what this is about. Not just this industry. We're going to touch on, shares. We're going to touch on crypto. We're going to touch on property. And we're going to teach you guys a lot of stuff. But our main core is for you guys to understand the power of network marketing, what it is. So week 2 is going to sort of be about limiting beliefs, money mindset, what you actually believe you're worth. Because I know a lot of people probably only really, 40 grand, 50 grand. I walked away from a $250,000 salary per year to walk into this industry and build it because I know what my time's worth and I know what I can create inside this industry. So we're going to talk about limiting belief, perspective shifts, where you are, vision casting, what is true, what is true to your heart and what do you really want to do? If that's volunteer, if that's retire your mum, if that's build a family, if that's fly a helicopter, if that's, just be able to go to every sport game around the world and get front row seats and have corporate boxes and that's all you want to do, which I know Jacko would love, right? That's exactly what this is about, okay? And then behind the scenes of the industries, right? Have a talk about your white collar, blue collar investors, property owners, angel investors, and then also network marketing, the do's and the don'ts, the good and the bad, the shit that they don't tell you when you are going through uni or you are going through school. And that's really what we want to clear the space so you understand it a bit more. Anything you want to elaborate on there for week 2, Jacko?
Not too much, but like I said, I own a traditional business. Myself and my wife, we own a hair salon. So during the course in this week too, I'll talk a lot about the belief system of all of you guys who may think that going out and buying yourself a traditional business is the bee's knees and the go. I'll break down the differences between owning a network marketing business and owning a traditional business and all the in-between stuff that you don't know about before you buy it.
I love it. So week 3, right? It gives me goosebumps already. I'm excited. Property, crypto and shares, right? So for me, like I said, 18, first one, 19, second one, third one, 21. I've grown a multi-million-dollar property portfolio now. I know a lot about property and the do's and the don'ts. So we, if property is of interest to you, then we can, definitely help educate you and steer you in the right direction. Because really, whatever you're going to be paying for this course, and this course can be tailored to suit you and your budget. So that's really cool as well. But one simple mistake in property, and I've made several, we're talking tens and tens of thousands of dollars, right? So we just want to be able to steer you in the right direction to make sure you're not making those costly mistakes, right? And then we're going to talk about, the ever-growing world of cryptocurrency and really, how to get involved, what to do, how to do it, right? And this is we want to jam-pack this value. Mate, Jack, I'm thinking we should freaking double the price of this, but really what we can do and what we can provide and how to sort of set you through that. And then also just what you sort of need to be what you need to have to be able to really step into that and make decent money. And then shares. I know Jacko's really been looking into shares lately. So, Jack, you want to share anything about shares? What we sort of, the platforms to use, how much to invest, what to look for?
Yeah, I won't share it now. This is what you'll learn in the course. I've also got a mentor outside of this who has a multi-million-dollar, shares portfolio who has taught me a few of the things. So we will go into the platforms, what to read, how to look at graphs. And I guess the most important thing about the shares, the crypto, is it's understanding that's a passive income, but you can't play a passive game without a residual gain. So we're going to step you through this week on what the 3 income streams are and how to work your way through each of them to allow you to play.
100%. The 3 different income streams. That shit's game changer. And then week 4, we're going to sort of talk about life hacks, self-worth. So, things like, if you guys are following me, I'm big on the credit cards, I'm flying around the world. I just literally got off a plane 5 hours ago out of business class. So how we sort of go about getting that kind of stuff for free and leveraging that. So we want to talk a bit about that. Other opportunities that we got for you guys, collaborations, mentorship, so whatever it may be. We're really just going to sum this up and make sure that when you are ready to step outside this course and go achieve your goals, live into your vision, live into your values, you're going to have all the content that you need. Of course, you're going to need to go out there and educate yourself more. We're going to give you a good platform. I think that's really the gist of the content that we want to provide for you guys. And obviously, as we go through this, we're going to learn. It's going to be an open space. You can ask questions. We're going to help you guys. But really, we want to just, obviously, our time's valuable. And that's why we want to get a group thing together, because we understand, like Jacko said, why isn't this shit taught at school? Why isn't it? How can we be like, let's be the educators in this space and really just open it out for you? So that's what we want to do. If this is, if this is something you are looking at, get in contact with us. We'll organize a time. Maybe we can both get on the phone, or the person that showed you this video, because this is going to be open to our team. We've got a massive team of over 4,500 people. So there's a good chance that maybe we haven't even sent this to you. Someone else sent this to you and we're mentoring them. So there's a good chance that Jacko will get on the call with them and you. But this is tailored to suit your thing. We know some people, can't, invest a certain amount of money. They can only afford this. So we really, obviously you are going to need to invest money to be a part of this, because I know when people don't invest money into something, that they're not going to provide value. They're not going to see the value in it, and they're not going to take it seriously. And we value your time. We want you to walk away from this and be like, cool, I understand what we got to do and how we got to do it. Anything you want to add on there, Jacko?
Yeah, I guess two things that I'll add. That if I was in your guys' position, or going back 3 years ago, I've done a lot of courses and things like that where I pay them money for their pocket, and then I leave the course and have to go find my own direction. The best thing about this is what I'm so driven by is, number one, money makes money. So your investment doesn't go to us. Your investment goes straight into you. We don't get a cent of that income. But when the 4 weeks is finished, you don't then just go get thrown on your own to find your own course in business. You get to take these skills fast-tracked and put them on the path that we've already put you on. So you'll be in a position through a business that will obviously help you get started in, hence the initial investment, that you'll have the skills that other people are still doing, but without this course, they're going to take a little longer to build the income stream. So you're going to take the course and be on a business path and a platform right away to be able to implement it, rather than taking the course, like all those diplomas and everything we do, and then have to go and find your own path and start all over again and potentially forget the information. I've got countless diplomas and I haven't used one of them in my career. So it's just a matter of understanding you're going to get this. The investment is your own business. You get the skills and you get to walk straight onto a platform to then build a business.
Yeah, I love it. And really, guys, you just need to, you need to be, take a breath and sit there and think, what type of life am I living right now? Ask yourself that question. Pause this video. What type of life are you living right now? And is that the real life that you want to live for the next 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 years? And if it's not, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, man, I got to do something differently because I'm really not living a really cool life. And I watch these guys and they seem to have it pretty down pat, that we just want to know that, we want you to know that we've been there. We know what it's like and we want to help you through that, right? And really at the end of this, what we will offer is, at the end of this, if this isn't for you and you don't feel congruent and you don't feel as though we've provided you value, you've actually got the opportunity to be like, cool guys, I appreciate it. This isn't really for me. Can I please have my money back? And we're going to do that for you, right? The company that we're partnered with and what we do, we're allowed to do that. So really, we're going to educate you in this space, but help you understand the mindset, the environment, your intentions, your vision, your limiting beliefs, talking about property, crypto, shares, life hacks, credit cards, self-worth, opportunities, collaborations. We're really going to give you as much content as we can. Like Jacko said, for you to be like, bam, we're going to go and we're going to make something happen with the platform that they've given us. But if it's not for you, that's completely cool as well. We'll understand. We'll be like, cool, not for you. Maybe you know someone else that is for, and we'll be able to work with them. So really, I think we've wrapped everything up. Guys, next step is really, like Jack, I'll let you finish up. But for me, next step is, if this is you, or if you have been sent this video, please understand that the person that sent you this video actually gives a shit. Because if they didn't send you this video, they wouldn't give a shit, right? Yep. And you've got that. Right now, you've got a decision to make. Cool, I want to be involved or I don't. And what's the worst thing that can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen? You're going to find a new friendship in a community right here. And if it's not for you, you get to send it back and be like, cool guys, peace. Great for you, but not for me. Can I have my money back? That's the worst case, right? Best case is you get to fast forward a year, 2 years, 3 years, and quite possibly living the life of your ultimate dreams, where you're going to be getting paid residual income, money when you sleep, to go do the things that you want to do, whatever is on your values, whatever's on your vision board. right? So, whew, I'll let you finish up, Jacko. I got nothing else to say.
I guess all I'll say is we're not taking everybody as well. Like, I've had people come to me in the past 12 months and, you know, I don't like my job. It's not providing for my family. I want to give my kids a better life, all that kind of stuff. I then give my time back, and 2, 3, 4 days later, they stop. They give up. And now, so the reason we're doing the video that's going to turn into a phone call for you guys is Reese and I want to ask you some deep questions, more so about yourself. Because if you're genuinely serious about, you know, 1 to 2 years from now, never working in your life, getting paid to be on a beach with your family in a foreign country, whatever drives you, we need to find out what that is. Because if we understand what drives you, we hold you accountable to that. This is not just, I want to come in, make some money and go whatever I want to do. This is not for everyone. We're going to limit the amount of people we do, because if there's too many people, we can't deliver the right value to everyone. So it's going to be a set bunch of people. Whoever wants it deeply from the core of their heart and believes they can really do it, you'll be you. So this video is the intro of what to expect. The phone call is going to be more getting in touch with some things about yourself and really understanding where you're at, what you want, what lights you up, what you're passionate about, and what keeps you awake at night time. What are the stresses in your life? And then from there, if we align and everything's happy with your end and our end, boom, you can be welcomed in. But that's all I'll add from now, is just pay attention, have a think, and jump on a call, be serious about it.
And we'll call it a wrap. Adios.